everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brittany of BrittanyJJones.com. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome to the channel. I'm a sewing content creator and pattern designer for Know Me Patterns. In today's video, I am going to be demonstrating how I added a little bit of coverage to Simplicity 9702. This was requested of me from when I do my Sew in 30 lives on Thursday. Someone asked if I could demonstrate how I adjusted the bodice to the dress that I'm wearing now to add just a little bit more coverage at the bodice. This is a really deep V, and for me, I wanted just a little bit of coverage. So I added 2 inches to it, and I'm going to be demonstrating how I did that. This is my second time making this dress. The first time I made it, I did not make the adjustment, and honestly, here's the dress here. I made it in this really pretty rayon print. I still have the dress, but I've only worn it twice because the V is low and I'm just not comfortable with it. I haven't figured out another option for adding some coverage there. Recently, I was thinking maybe I could cut a little bit off of the bottom tier and maybe add some ties at the center or something. But yeah, it's just a little bit too low for my liking, but I wanted to make it again because again, I love this dress. I think it's perfect for summer. But this time I did add that little 2-inch right here at the center and I love it. So I'm going to demonstrate how I did it. It's a really quick adjustment. This was what worked for me. There may be another adjustment that you could try, but I'm going to demonstrate what I did. Let's go ahead and get started. To begin, let's go ahead and grab pattern piece number 1 and pattern piece number 3. This is the bodice front and this is the front neck facing. So these are the 2 pattern pieces that we will need to make the adjustment to. So I'm going to start right here on the bodice front, and I also have a piece of paper here. I just took a blank piece of paper and just cut it into 2 strips. So this is one and this is the other. It's not a perfect measurement, so you don't need to worry about that, but you do need a little bit of paper so that we can slide it up under the pattern pieces. Go ahead and grab some tape, and I'm actually just going to tape this to it, and then I can start measuring things, marking lines and whatnot. So first I'm just going to slide this behind it, and I'm just going to put this like that and put a little tape here. So I'm going to take my pen here and also one of my rulers. So this right here is the center front, and this dot, once you have both of these pieces cut out, they meet right here at this dot and you just tack them together. And then when it's time to connect the bottom portion, that portion meets up to that dot as well. So I want to keep that dot in place. It's an important dot. I don't want to, move that, adjust anything. I just want to leave that there. Now, seam allowance is also already built into this pattern, so I'm not going to mess with the seam allowance. I'm going to keep it at 5/8 of an inch. And so this right here is the center front. And so I just want to come up 2 inches from here. I'm going to do it from here though, because again, this is where the seam allowance is. So once you do the 5/8 of an inch stitch, you'll be right there. I don't want to just take it up from there. I want to make sure that I'm still including the seam allowance of the pattern. So I'm going to come up right here 2 inches and just make a mark like so. And so from here, I just want to merge this over so that it blends in with this line here. So I'm just going to grab my ruler and I'm just going to play with the line as well because I don't want it to be angled any weird way. I wanted to keep the integrity as much as possible of this line. And so this one I'll start it from about maybe here, coming out a little, and then just trying to blend these over like so. And then right there, you can just kind of smooth that up to just kind of true that line. Again, you don't want it to be an angle. You want it to be as smooth as possible. I have tape right there, that's why it's kind of blurred, but you just want to smooth out a line like that. And so that is what I did here. I'm going to transfer my notch. You also want to transfer this dot here, and I'm also going to place another dot 5/8 of an inch away from here. Just going to place a dot here, and I also want it to be matching 5/8 of an inch from this side as well, which I need to come over a touch. So right here I placed another dot, and I just brought it down 5/8 of an inch from this edge, and also made sure it was 5/8 of an inch from here. And so that is the adjustment that I made to raise this up 2 inches. So again, this right here, this is just 2 inches up, and then I've just angled that across. From here, you can go ahead and grab your paper cutting rotary cutter, trim that off. And that is a quick adjustment that you just made to your pattern. And then you would do the same thing to your facing here. And an easy way to do that is just to lay your pattern piece on top and then just transfer that adjustment onto another piece of paper. So I'm gonna tape this behind it. I'll get the other one. And so I'm just gonna lay this right over it, matching up the edges of my pattern. You can see it there. And now I can just cut just like this, transferring that same adjustment onto the facing piece. And so there we have it. And then you can transfer your same markings. Well, this one's a little bit easier. Just transfer that. And then just transfer that. And so now we just made the same adjustment on both of our pattern pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, and I will stitch this up. That way you can see what it looks like when it's all done. So we have our two front pieces cut out as well as our front facing. You will also need to cut out interfacing for this when you are sewing your garment, so do not forget to do that. But first, let's go ahead and do the first step, what you would do if you were making this adjustment, because again, it's only one dot on the original pattern. We added one. And so for this to create the center seam, we're going to stitch right here between these dots. So you're going to start stitching at one, back stitch to the other, and back stitch there as well. You're going to do that on the front as well as the front facing. Once you have it pinned, we can go ahead and stitch right between those two dots. Okay, once you have that sewn, this is what your bodice will now look like. You can go ahead and press this open, the seam. So I'm going to go ahead and press this open on both the front as well as the front facing. All right, once you have it sewn and pressed, this is what that will look like. And now you can go ahead and put these pieces right sides facing and stitch them together. I do want to say, if you were going to make this adjustment, then you would need to do this at the start of the garment. So you would need to start at step 1. This would be your step 1. If you're doing view A, then you would be adding lace to the garment. But if you're just doing view C or view B, then this would be your step 1 with attaching the center front. Step 1 right here has you adding lace, which would be on view A. If you're not doing view A, then you can just avoid that step. Step B has you going ahead and sewing the back to the shoulder seams and also your front and back facing together. And then you can see here you're already sewing it onto the front. So if you're going to make this adjustment, you want to make sure that you go ahead and start this center seam here at step 1, and then you can follow along with the rest of the instructions. Obviously your facing will look a little bit different, but once you get over here to around step 6, yours will start to look like the pattern. Again, you would just have a small center seam there in the front of the garment, and I'm just going to walk you through how to sew that center seam. Okay, once yours look like this, now you're going to take right sides facing, and now we are going to match up our notches because we transferred notches here along the front. We're going to match those up, and we're going to match up our large dot that we transferred. And then let's go ahead and pin. Again, I just want to stress that I'm only showing you how to sew this front area together that we adjusted. Once you start attaching the facing, you should have your back and front sewn at the shoulder seam, as well as your front and back facing already sewn together. So again, I just want to stress that I'm just showing you how to sew this portion. You still need to look at the instructions to make sure that you have your front and back attached. And so right down here, I'm going to pin right up to that dot, which is right at my stitch, and I'm going to pin there. And now I'm going to flip over to the other side, and I'm going to continue pinning. First, you can match up that notch that we transferred. Okay, and so now we can go to the sewing machine, and we're going to stitch this in a 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. The only difference is once we get right here to the dot, we're going to back stitch, cut your thread. You can move your seam allowance over, start back at that same dot, back stitch, and then continue stitching to the end. Let's go ahead and do that now. All right, I have my facing sewn onto the front. And again, you want to make sure that once you get to the dot that you have all of your seam allowance going over. So you want this front seam allowance as well as the back. Make sure you push that over as well so that when you stitch, you're just stitching right up to that dot, back stitch there, then flip both of the seam allowances over again, and then start right here and stitch back up. So again, once you start stitching, make sure that you stitch, move the seam allowance over, back stitch, cut your thread, move the seam allowances over, start back here and go up. So from here you can go ahead and trim down your seam. And then you can also do some understitching, which is also indicated in the pattern. So with understitching, make sure that you have your seam allowance facing toward the facing, and then you would just stitch really close to that seam. For the demo, I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a press and then turn everything to the inside. But again, you will be following along with the instruction, and it does indicate doing understitching. All right, friends, once you have it pressed, turn to the inside, this is what the front of your bodice will look like. You will have a center seam, and you would have added a little bit of coverage here to the front of the dress. Now you can just follow along with the rest of the pattern to go ahead and finish constructing it. Well, that is all for the video. I really do hope that you all enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can leave them down for me below. And if you would like to see one of my latest sew along videos, you can click this video right here to watch it. Until next time, blessings everyone. Bye.